up? How are we all doing? Welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name is Key Thomas. We are live for Palace against Man United. Come on, Palace! Come on, Palace! Let's have it! Hey up, Joe. How's it going, mate? Good to see you. How's things? Ollie says 1-1. Callum thinks 3-1 Palace. 3-1 Palace. Well, I've gone 2-1 Palace. Something tells me that Palace are going to get this. They're going to get this right today. I thought they played quite well midweek against Strasbourg. We watched that one. I didn't actually think they played terribly, but they was just unlucky in the end. I mean, they hit the post, hit the crossbar. In the end, Strasbourg pinch it. Strasbourg a good side. There's no shame in losing to Strasbourg in France. But yeah, Palace, I think they turn it round today. I do think they turn it round. Joe, did you see Howe last night? What, when he did that? Yeah, it was well funny, wasn't it? I love it. Yes. We've got a slightly different chat. Oh, what's going on with my camera? What's going on with the camera? Oh, I think we're okay. Hopefully it'll just correct itself. I can't be bothered with it being arsey through the live again. Bothered with that. Jaden thinks it's going to be 4-1. 4-1. Ollie, so weird that there's a 12 o'clock game and a 2:05 game on a Sunday. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's going to be interesting. Well, we've got 5:02 and 4:30, haven't we? Lots of 2:05 games as well. So we'll stay updated on all of them today. I'll keep you updated as we go through them. Obviously, one of the big things for me is who Liverpool's side is, who the Liverpool team is going to be. Because if it's Alexis McAllister, and it's Ibrahim Konate, and it's Cody Gakpo, and it's Mo Salah, I mean, listen, I imagine he'll play some of those. But if he plays all four of those, my patience with Arne Slot is going to wear increasingly thin. So I'm live for all three today. Assuming my voice holds out, yeah, I've got a bit of a sore throat going on. But assuming the voice holds out, I'll be live for all three. Jaden says 4-1 Palace. Adrian, Palace 5 today. United have got no chance. And Ollie, my plans for today are to just sit on the sofa and binge watch the footy. Love that. Love it. That's basically what I do. But not on a sofa. I'm stood up in here with you. But that's basically my job. Taylor, do you want Palace, Liverpool and Arsenal, I'm guessing, today? Palace, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal draw. I've changed my mind. If it was going to be anyone, I would want Arsenal. But I'll be honest, I'd prefer a draw. In my mind, I've got a draw. So I'm hoping it's going to be Chelsea. I need to stand over here a bit, don't I? I need it to be Chelsea to lose or draw at the best. Mick92, key lad, how's it going, Mick? Not a great result for you lads last night. Ian, get yourself a bar stool, lad. I can't. I don't think I'd look right. I'm not sure I'd look right on a bar. I'm just propped up here. I've got a standing desk, all high tech. Look at that. Sounds like a Stanner stair lift, doesn't it? Other stair lifts are available, of course. Not promoting Stanner. Leave that to Thora Hurd. Adrian says, what do you think of Voltemada's lob? He's got great composure. Voltemada did great. Yeah, I thought Voltemada's goal was very, very good. And Stamford Blue says, man said Chelsea to lose or draw. Yes, I agree. Taylor, anyway, he's going to watch the game now. I'll drop in at half-time, mate. No worries. See you soon, Taylor. And Mick was so bad, that lad. There's quite a few left at half-time, I heard. Callum's key is like 5'2". I am not 5'2", I'll have you know. I'm 6'4". It's deceptive. I'm certainly not 5'2". William says, do you know the team for today's game? I can tell you you're not assuming you mean this one. I'll go through the Palace team and the United team. Absolutely, yeah. Let's go through the teams. So, Palace, it is Henderson in goal. Chris Richards, Maxence Lacroix, Mark Gay at the back, which is the standard Palace back three, with Munoz on the right and Mitchell on the left. Again, Mitchell scoring his first goal for Palace in Europe in midweek. Wharton and Kamada sitting in front, and then that usual front three of Sarr, Pino, Mateta. So it's basically unchanged for Palace in terms of the very best Premier League starting 11 that they could possibly put out. It's basically that. For Manchester United, it's a little bit different. United have got Xerxes starting at centre-forward again. So they've got Lamens in goal. They've got Shaw, De Ligt and Yoro at centre-back. Not sure about that. Delo on the left, Diallo on the right, Fernandes, Casemiro sitting, and then it's Mount and Bermo and Xerxes. Cunha still out. Sesko still out. Maguire not even on the bench. I think he's got an injury, I assume. So the bench for United is Agate, Mazraoui, Martinez, Malacia, Mainu, Lacey, Heaven, Dorgu and Bayindir. For Palace, it's Benitez, Canvo, Klein, Deveni, Esse, Hughes, Lerma and Ketia and Uche. So they are the subs. Feels like Palace have maybe got a touch more options from the bench than United do, I would say. Can bring on players like Lerma who can close the game out, and Ketia we've seen has scored winners this season already. Whereas I think you look at Manchester United and, you know, Agate, Mazraoui, Malacia, Martinez, Heaven, Lacey, Dorgu, mainly defensive players. You know, there's not an awful lot of quality there in attack for Manchester United. Kobbie Mainoo maybe as well is the only one that you would say you could put a little bit further forward. But I don't think United really have an awful lot on the bench that they can influence the game with. It feels like they're stretched. So, yeah, Joshua Xerxes starting at centre-forward. Let's see. Sar's going to bag 2, says Ted. Mick92, yeah, loads left, mate. Shocking. Everyone was what, sorry? Everyone was bad. Only one who looked like he tried was KDH. Yeah, Dewsbury all had a good game, didn't he, in the end? Ian, I'm 5'8", look 5'2", when I'm on Redmen, even smaller if I'm on with Paul. Yeah, I can imagine there's, I mean, to be honest, the camera's not great. Camera adds £10. The camera makes you look taller and smaller and fatter and yeah. I'm actually incredibly good looking and tall in real life. It's just the camera's very deceptive. Callum says Palace 3, United 1. Pino, Mateta, Munoz and Bermo to score. Hey, let's see. Is Mateta playing? Yes, Mateta is up front. Rolo, I'm a United fan, but I can see Palace 2-0. Well, look, it's off here. It's kicked off. Come on, Palace. We desperately need Palace here. Desperately need Palace. So let's go to that one. Come on, Key. Pull your finger out, lad. It's a corner to United, is it? Or is it a long throw here? I think it's a long throw. Yeah, flicked on. Chance. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. Oh, sweet Lord, nearly. Casemiro very nearly tapping it in. Jesus Christ, Palace, don't start me off like that. It's the last thing we need. Oh, do you know what? If Mbeumo gets a touch on that, it's in. If Mbeumo gets a touch on it, it's 1-0 United. Very, very nearly. William Slane says, where do you see Man United finishing this season? Personally, I'd be very surprised if United finished any higher than 7th. I think 7th or 8th is probably United's level, and that's based off the fact they've not got any competitions really to play in other than the Premier League. You know, the FA Cup maybe, but already got knocked out by Grimsby, didn't they? So they're not out. They're not in one of the only 2 competitions that they could have won this season. They're already out of one from a League 2 side. So yeah, I just feel like it's going to be a long old season for United if they don't get Champions League football. I think they need to, based off the money they've spent and Amorim's sort of difficulties since he's come into the job. It's been a rough time for him. I don't know if he's got the credit in the bank to last a season where United finished lower than 7th or 8th. They was what, 16th last season, didn't win a bean, 16th. Tough to take. They then spend big this summer. I think they're gonna have to get Champions League footy, I think, to keep him. Sam says, good afternoon, Key. I'm just having a cup of tea and a sausage, bacon and egg sandwich. Whew. See, I'm not a lover of bacon. Would you believe? I'm not. I could take maybe a sausage and egg sandwich, wouldn't be bad. But yeah, I'm not a lover of bacon. Plus, a bit late in it for that. Breakfast ended. What are you doing? Can't be. I mean, to be fair, if you've been out on the lash, 12 o'clock, still morning time basically. Kai, is Slot getting sacked tonight if we lose? No, absolutely not. I hope not. I would still want him even if Liverpool get beat. Though I will say I'll be very frustrated if he has picked McAllister, Canate, Salah and Gakpo. If the team news comes out and all of those are playing, I'll be really, really frustrated. Sam says, very tough game for Wolves today. Yeah, Wolves against Villa. What do we make of that one? Okay, well, listen. In terms of predictions for this one, so I am going to bring you, every single day, I'm going to bring you our Tolga's tips, right? So, I don't know if you know, on this channel, we have a Turkish Grandmaster chess champion, right? He's an absolute data whiz, this guy. And he says, it's a very, very big claim. I don't know if I agree with him yet, but it's a very, very big claim. He says that all football is theatre. He says that all football is, it's basically scripted, right? And he says it can all be coded, and he can tell us the results of games at kickoff. That's his claim. That is his claim. Now, I have put this claim to the test, and I've said to him, okay, fair enough, we'll do it. We'll test it throughout December. The games that I do, you tell me what you think the score is going to be. I'll happily take double chance, because he's been right on quite a few. He has been right on quite a few. He said, not that long ago, he said, Everton against Man United, he was adamant. Even when Everton went down to 10 men, 10 minutes in, he said, Everton will not lose this game, I promise you. Fair play. He did also, and just to balance things, he did also say that Spurs wouldn't lose against Arsenal. He also said that Liverpool wouldn't lose against City. So there's, swings and roundabouts. But he's very, very adamant that this is very, it's scripted. Football is scripted. And I'd hate to think that. So I'm at least giving him the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to put it to the test. So, for this game, he has just messaged me, and for this game, he has said, Palace will not lose. So, if you're into in-play, all that stuff, he's saying Palace will not lose this game. Absolutely will not lose. So, the United win is off the table. As far as the Turkish supercomputer is concerned, the Palace United win is just not possible. So, yeah, let me know what you think, and we'll see what happens. But he's telling me Palace will not lose. Red Rebellion, Virgil van Dijk, who was jogging versus PSV, is the one who can't hide anymore after his open letter to the fans. And Sam, tough game, but Edwards has had a full week of training with the players. United corner, keep him out. Well done, Henderson. He's had a full week of training with the players and getting to know them more. He didn't have much time last week as it was international break. Timbo, how many more losses do you think would sack Slot? It's a tough question, that. I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't got an answer for you. I think I wouldn't want him sacked full stop at all this season. Doesn't matter what happens. Unless... Yeah, I don't know. I would have to feel really, really confident that he's making mistakes, and I can't really point to a big mistake that Arne Slotter's made in team selection or tactics or strategy or system. Oh, Mateta, he's absolutely done him. This is shocking from United. Great strike. Oh, side netting. Who does he spin away from there? Is that Lenny Yoro? Is that Lenny Yoro on that right-hand side? Whoever he gets away from there, honestly, is it Yoro? No, it's Delict. Matthijs de Ligt, with all his experience, never let anyone tell you this guy's top quality. Jordan, oh yeah, good prediction. The favourites of the game won't lose. Now, hang on a minute, Jordan. In fairness, he's done this with quite a few. He has done this with Everton against United the other day at Old Trafford, and no team has ever won at Old Trafford after going a man down. So I feel like, there's a little bit of credence there to back him, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm happy to just kind of play devil's advocate on it. Kai says, is there a chance we will end up like Man U last season? No, I don't think so. MC says, so he reckons you can use a formula to predict results, but then doesn't predict results. Not results, as in scorelines, outcomes, let's say. Outcomes is what he says. Listen, I don't want him to be right. I like the mystery of football. I don't want him to be right. But I was intrigued by the level of assertiveness and how adamant he is, and he has got. I'm not. I would say he's been up to this point 70% right. He did it with Oxford the other day. Oxford against Ipswich. Ipswich absolutely the favourites going into that one. Oxford 22nd in the league. He said Ipswich. I think he did. I think he predicted an Oxford win. He didn't even do double chance. He predicted Oxford win. I think he did he predicted Oxford win, which again, big scoreline. He got it right. William, do you know the team for today's game? Not Liverpool's team. No, as soon as it comes out, I will know and I will tell you. I'll post it. Liam, thank you very much, mate. Good to see you, Liam. How's things? Tolga, how's it going, Tolga? And Red Rebellion, the club is backing Slot. I reckon Virgil and Mo will be gone before he leaves. I hope so too. Yeah, I don't think I don't want either to leave. I want them to sort it out. Jordan says, can't stand these lot chanting about Cantona and the Croydon tram crash before the game. Were they really? I mean, look. Away fans, generally when fans go away, it's not a particularly pleasant behavioural experience, let's say that. I mean, look, even Palace fans, I'm not using this as an opportunity to have a dig, Jordan, but there was quite a few stories about Palace fans and how they behaved in France. But equally, there was also stories about how Newcastle fans behaved in France against Marseille. There's always stories when United go away, Liverpool go away. Generally, when you get a bunch of fans all going away on the ale, it does tend to create a bit of stupidity. So, yeah. I wouldn't use that as a stick to beat the entire United fan base with. Ultimately, they're just a bunch of people at the end of the day. Some people are bells, some people are sound. Don't matter where you're from, who you support. Good play from Mateta again. Mateta's incredible. Ricky Bradley, how come have you got two mics? One is for TikTok, one is for YouTube, Twitch, and everywhere else, because you can't broadcast on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok all at the same time. It's not possible. Unless you're a gamer. Unless you like... That's all TikTok will allow you to broadcast with if it's gaming. But if it's watch-alongs, if it's other lives, if it's for other purposes like mine, I go live every single day, then no, you're not allowed to. Your content has to be gaming related. So TikTok gets a completely different camera. And YouTube looks a lot better, in my opinion. YouTube's a little bit more professional style broadcast. MT says, just lots of Brits abroad is problematic. Well, hang on a minute. No, I'm not having you saying that either, mate, because it's not Brits abroad. It isn't Brits abroad. We saw the Swiss come to Aston Villa the other day, and how did the Swiss fans behave? If young boys, They were absolutely appalling, right? So we've seen the Swiss fans cause problems. We've seen, I mean, even the Maccabi Tel Aviv game when they came to Villa earlier this season. I know that's slightly more political focused, but still there was protest, there was behavioural issues, and it's it's not just limited to English football fans. It's everyone. It's everyone. It's whenever you get a bunch of people going away, free spirits. We're away from home. We're on a short trip, and we're all, we're all pissed up. Chance! Oh! Strike from the edge of the box from Wharton, straight at the keeper. Good save from Lamans. William Slane, what team do you support? See, this is why I don't change the shirts. I'm a Liverpool fan, William. When I used to have all the shirts behind me as Liverpool shirts, everyone knew that I was a Liverpool fan. But unfortunately, I don't want to be seen as a Liverpool fan channel because I'm not. I'm a Liverpool fan, but we watch everyone on here. You don't get Liverpool fan channels watching Peterborough against Stockport. Hassan says, good morning, joining from Los Angeles, California, 4 a.m. in the morning. You are a dedicated football fan, Hassan. A very dedicated football fan. You are dedicated. Anyone tell me what that film's from? Jordan, I mean, Cantona fair play, that's meh, but don't mock what happened in the Croydon disaster. We'd never mock Munich crash. And as for Palace fans, yes, was fighting ourselves. Then the home fans came. Yeah, hey, listen, I'm not trying to change the narrative on that, by the way. I'm not, French football fans have been just as bad. Believe me, Liverpool have had experience with the French police and the French football fans as well. So I'm not blaming Palace. I'm just saying, I'm making the point that I don't think it's club-specific. I think there's bellends who follow football clubs, of all clubs. There's maybe some clubs have a slightly broader percentage than others. I don't know. But generally speaking, there's bells who support, Palace, there's bells who support United. So I don't necessarily think it's club-specific, put it that way. Oh, Mateta, get in! 1 on! Yes! Oh, have you missed it? Oh, come on, Mateta! Oh, he's 1-on-1 with Lamans there. He's got to score that. Shocking defending from United again. It's just a long pump forward from Henderson. Delict heads it and Yoro. Oh, Delict and Yoro are like awful at the back. Delict and Yoro are dreadful. Jordan, oh my God, get Mateta off. Why are you so against Mateta? You hate Mateta, you, don't you? Absolutely hate Mateta. Hang on a sec, let's move that across. There you go, that's a bit better, I guess. Maybe. Right, there you go, let's try that. Red Rebellion says, I think Australians have it the worst when watching football. That's very, very true, yeah. And DC says, Crystal Palace 0, Man United 2, West Ham 1, Liverpool 0 predictions. What about Chelsea Arsenal while you're at it? And who do you support, DC, as well? Let me know. Empty says, yes, but young boys are also quite problematic. It isn't, I promise you it isn't club specific. It is just people. Generally people. I've seen loads of, where was it? I don't know, we've done away trip. Roma? Like, we've done away trips to Roma. They were awful. The Sevilla fans were nice. I thought the Sevilla fans were quite cool. But again, I'm sure there's problems with Sevilla fans as well, so I don't know. But whenever I've done away trips, there's been good fans and there's been bad fans, and I don't necessarily apportion that to the club. Jordan says, now can people see what we see every week? Should have passed when he took the lick on before, and now misses a one-on-one and people wonder why he frustrates us. Is it not just a little bit of copium, that, though, because he's leaving? Because it looks like Mateta's going to leave Palace, right? You would imagine. Are you kind of resigned to him leaving? Because once you get to that point with a player, it's a little bit like us with Konate. Liverpool fans, because they know Konate wants to leave, I imagine it starts to become a little bit of confirmation bias that you're looking for problems in a player. And it becomes like, well, he's not that good anyway. DC says, I don't know why all the Liverpool fans are laughing at us for losing 1 game in 6, while Liverpool 4 in 6. I'm a Man U fan. Well, I think the point being, mate, the issue with Liverpool and United is that Man United fans seem to believe their season is going quite well. They're broadly happy with things. Yet they're level on points with Liverpool, who haven't had the best start. I mean, it's our worst start since 1954. So I think that's the thinking. It's more to do with the fact that Man United aren't in a particularly good place, but their fans are quite happy. Liverpool fans are also in an equally bad place. Or I mean, you could say Liverpool are in a better place than United. You could argue that. Man United have been knocked out of the League Cup by Grimsby. Liverpool are at least still in Europe. And Jordan says, Mateta is leaving because we're refusing to pay him more because of this exact reason. Okay, fair enough. Joe says, Man U fans were awful when I went to Wembley, tried to intimidate us in spoons. And Joe, have you noticed the typical bad fans don't wear their club's colours? Yeah, they're all wearing black coats and cagoules and ballies, aren't they? Red Rebellion says, I think labelling fans is where the problem comes in. Every team, no matter the country, has fans which cause problems. It's true, yeah. Wherever you go. There's divvies wherever you go. Palace are in down the right-hand side. Mateta through the middle. Oh, unlucky Salah. That's better. Good block from Dijk. It's gone behind for the Palace corner. Come on, Palace. Jordan says, we've been saying this since the start of the season. It's just nobody wanted to listen. I really rate him. I really do. And DC says, I think Chelsea will win 2-1. I hope you're wrong on that one, mate. MC says, hilarious that United thought they had turned a corner a few weeks back. Amorim 5 more years. And Reese says, any clue why games kick off at 2:05 today, Key? I think it's just scheduling, you know, because if you think about it, this one will finish probably at about 10:00. Like, so we're 20 minutes into the game now. By the time this game finishes, it'll be 1:45. Maybe with a couple of minutes added on time. 15 minutes half-time break. Another 45 minutes. It'll finish at about 10:00, 5:00, right? And then there's got to be a big change around so that fans can go from watching this straight into West Ham Liverpool or Villa Wolves or whatever game at 2:05. So it's TV scheduling. They're trying to make sure that it fits in time. Because if it was 2 o'clock, the turnaround time would be too tight. Palace, oh, unlucky. See, honestly, I'm finding it really difficult. Really, really difficult with this one today. Because this one will end. I'll have to literally, as soon as the ref blows the whistle, I'm going to have to be like, right, guys, I'm off. Lots of love. Bang. End the stream. Straight back on for Liverpool West Ham. I won't even have time for a piss. That's how quick it'll be. Jordan says, it's not that he's not rated, it's the fact that he plays too many minutes. That leads to tiredness. That leads to missing sitters, because he refuses to give Eddie a chance till recently. So you're pouring it more on Glasner than Mateta then? That makes sense. That does make sense. C. Wheatley, can't wait to play your lot on Wednesday. It'll be a good game, and I'm a Mackham, by the way. Good to see you, mate. Well, yeah, listen, stick around. We'd love to have some Sunderland fans in the chat. We probably will have Sunderland fans in the chat on Wednesday night. The way Sunderland came back against Bournemouth the other day was incredible. I thought you did really, really well. Will says, Key, did you see Tyler Adams' goal yesterday for Bournemouth? Do you know what? I haven't seen any of the goals yesterday apart from, I saw the Spurs game. And what a start that was from Fulham, by the way. I predicted that one to be a low-scoring kind of 1-0 either way. But Fulham did incredibly well. I was really surprised. So I watched that one. What was the 5:30? Oh, Everton Newcastle. I saw all the Everton game goals. And I glanced at the City game. But I haven't seen any other games and goals. I know the results, but I haven't seen any of the goals. Red Rebellion says, Arsenal doing very well, but still many games to play. We had a better start after 12 games last season compared to them this season. Let's see if they can keep it up. It's fair enough. And Jordan says, I'd say Mateta shouldn't be playing week in, week out, basically 90 minutes every week. Eddie isn't terrible. He can do a job. He has got the experience, hasn't he, Eddie Nketiah? Joel says, Evan Nilsson's goal was never offside, and that's not even me being biased. And Reece says, Vicario is so bad. C. Whitley, force at the Stadium of Light, lad. You are. There's no doubt in it. You know, you don't know when you're beaten at the Stadium of Light. The Arsenal game was a prime example of that. Yesterday, again, Brobby with an equalizer against Arsenal. Brobby with the winner yesterday. It's going to be a difficult game. Reece says, have to be honest, Voltemada is class. He is very good. He is very good. But he's a different type of striker than what Newcastle are used to. And that's maybe part of why they're having some teething issues, why they've not necessarily done as well. Especially away from home, they've been poor. The Eastern Red says, oi, we've got the chat up. Yes, the chat's going to change ever so slightly over the next couple of weeks, but yes, it is back on. It's back on. Here's Sarr. Come on, Sarr. Chance! Oh, good save again. Good shot from Kamada. And MC says, I think despite all, Liverpool will still finish second. Lots of inconsistent teams this year. Agreed. The only consistent side is Arsenal, and that's probably why they'll end up winning the title in the end. Not necessarily anything to do with how good they are, it's just more the fact that they just keep turning up. The Eastern Red, come on the Eagles, and C. Wheatley, unbeaten at home, but the scum is the next home game. Class derby, yes. The Tyne Weir derby. Do you think you get Borough up next year? Then you'll be having the Tyne Tees and the Tees Weir derby. It'll be all northeast heavy. Jake says, how's the match so far? Come on, Palace. Still 0-0. Palace, I think, have been marginally the better side. United have had a couple of scrappy half chances, but Palace have certainly had the more shots on target, and they're certainly getting into the final third. United's defence not doing so well. Here's Mount, cleared away. Well done, Palace. Good play, good play. Jordan, I need Palace over 1.5 goals. I think you'll get that. I think I've got Palace over 1.5. Oh no, sorry. Palace 1.5 handicap I've got. So I think even if United were to win, as long as they only win by like 1, I still win. C. Wheatley says, Borough, just a small town in Yorkshire. We only hate the Mags. Jordan says, of course we have, because the best team in the world. Here we go, Munoz. Here we go, my favourite Palace player. Munoz, great ball in. Oh, must be. Oh, big block. Huge block from Palace. Oh, so close. And now United on the counter-attack if they get this right. Good defending. Nice and composed. This is getting a bit more lively now. This is getting a little bit more lively. Liam, are you confident of a win today? I don't think I am. No. Big block that from Lenny Yoro. Very big block. I don't think I am particularly confident of a Liverpool win, but I think we'll Oh, I'm just hoping. Do you know what it is? I'm just hoping today. I'm so, like, I am so nervous. I'll get more and more nervous as it gets closer to kickoff. Jordan says, not going to lie, Kamada has settled a lot more and a lot better these days. Massively impressive recently. Liam, it's the hope that hurts you, okay? And Chris says, we always seem so flat at the minute. Mount, the only one that seems to have energy. Do you know what? I feel like United going forward, it's still the midfield, Chris. That's all I come back to. I feel like you get dominated so easily in midfield, and you've not really got the... Like, Bruno is wasted in that area of the pitch for me. He's absolutely wasted, and what we tend to see is Bruno kind of sitting back, Casemiro often being the one that goes forward, and it just doesn't suit either player. And because they've not got the legs to protect and go forward, it feels like what happens is United get forward without the bodies, so they end up relying on like Mbermo, Mount and Xerxes or to do something like magical. Them three up against 5 Palace defenders just isn't going to happen, is it? It's like you're often asking far too much of your attacking players because you haven't got the midfield support. Like, here, look at that now. There was 3 United players breaking forward, and the closest reinforcements coming from behind was Luke Shaw, I think. Oh no, it's Dalot, isn't it? Dalot. But Dalot was still quite a way behind the play. Like I said, Virgil poured out his heart to the fans in his open letter. If he cannot show us why he's worth around 20 million a season, strip the captaincy off of him. Oh, I disagree with that, mate. I don't agree with that at all. I think Virgil van Dijk's not the issue for us. I don't see a problem with him at all. In my humble opinion. 1-0. You think 1-0 to Manchester United? We're letting far too many chances going begging. Fuck's sake, Palace, come on. MC says, very interested to see the team. I'm slotting, but if he doesn't make changes, I'd start to question him. That's exactly where I am as well. If he's picking McAllister, Kanate, Salah, Gakpo again, there's no real changes from midweek, I will start to think, hang on a minute, mate. Now, you are just making a rod for your own back here. That's not good enough. And C. Wheatley says, underrated statement, but I think Regis is top 5 managers in the league. No, he's not, mate. Respectfully, he's doing a very good job at the minute, but I think they're riding the wave, they're riding the crest of a wave, Sunderland, and it remains to be seen. Like I said, he's a very, very good manager, but whether he's top 5 in the Prem, there's still a long way to go for him to prove that. Joe, I want you to win today so you have momentum for Wednesday. I thought you might. And 71 says he's not a striker, but I think he's an excellent footballer. Red Wave says Key, slot in or out. Slot in. Slot in. Absolutely slot in. 1,000,000% slot in. Would never be anything other than slot in. Eagle Nate, we are letting far too many chances going begging, and we need a response after that shambles against Strasbourg. Did you think it was a shambles? I didn't think Palace played too badly. I mean, you missed a couple of very big chances. We watched the game here. We did the watch along for it, and oh, that's a pen, ref! That's got to be a penalty! And it is! It's a clear penalty. Lenny Yoro, he has been absolutely disastrous this season, Lenny Yoro. Oh, yes! Yes, come on, Palace. This is it. He's had a bad game, Lenny Yoro. He has. He's had a bad game. And now Mateta, look at Munoz. He's slapping him on the back and saying, come on. Here we go. This is going to be it. Let's watch this one back. Oh, it's so sloppy. Watch this one. But honestly, Mateta gets the turn. He's in front of Lenny Yoro. That's so bad. That is really, really bad from the centre. I know he's a young lad. He's a young centre-back. But that's really poor. That is really, really poor. Red Wave, I'm slotting too. What about if we lose heavily today? Still the same. Yes, if we lose today, even heavily, I still want him in. Right, come on. Come on, Mateta. Here we go. Pen to Palace. Come on. Let's put this one away. Jean-Philippe Mateta. There's nobody better. Here we go. Stick it past Senna Lamons. Yes. Up he steps. Right-footed. Yes. 1-0 Palace. Get in there and have a bit of that, United fans. It's 1-0. That is what we were after. Big kick on the corner flag. Yes. Lenny Yoro, you've had an absolute shocker there. Do you know what? He's had a shocker. He has had a poor game. He's had a very poor game, Lenny Yoro. He was maybe at fault for a couple of things earlier on in the game. And now United have fallen behind due to another one of his errors. I know he's only a young defender. You've got to show patience with these players. But 60 million quid, that's a big error. And he's put United behind now. Eagle Nate says, boom, boom. Mateta's in the room. And what we saying? Sorry, Joe. Oh, fair enough. Wait, Archie, are you watching Liverpool v West Ham a bit later? I am, mate. Yes, I'm live for Liverpool, West Ham, and then I'm live for Chelsea, Arsenal. So I'm live for the full lot. I'm live every day for pretty much every game. If there's a game on, I'm live. What's the check for? What's the check for? Oh, no, it's going to get disallowed. Ah, it's going to get disallowed. Are you having a laugh? Double touch. Oh, you fucking idiot. Oh, Mateta. It's going to get ruled out. Oh, no. No goal. Oh, my God. It's not a retake. It's not a retake. He's missed it. That's a double touch. It doesn't count. That's it. It's not a retake, is it? I'm sure it's not a retake. If it's a... Oh, it is a retake. Ah, I was going to say, surely when it's been a double touch in the past, it doesn't get retaken. Oh, well, hey, there you go. I'm glad. I'm at least glad it's going to be retaken. Fucking hell, I was panicking. Thank God for that. It was a double touch. Do you know what, though? I'll be honest. I feel like if you do double touch it from a penalty, you shouldn't get a retake. You shouldn't get one. Like, I know, listen, I'm loving it. I'm happy. I am happy. It's the right thing as far as I'm concerned. But I don't think it should be. I'm not even going to change. I'm not even going to change the scoreline. I'm keeping it 1-0 because he's going to put the retake in. He's going to put... Look at that. Palace fan can't even watch. I'm keeping it 1-0. It is! Yeah, no double touch that time. Get in there. Two penalties, just the one goal. Callum says that's Champions League rules, I think. Yeah, I was going to say, I knew there was something where a retake doesn't happen if they've double kicked it. But thankfully, I think it's World Cup rules that as well. I'm sure in the World Cup they don't let you retake it, but I don't know. To each their own. C. Wheatley says, form goes out the window, but my main concern is we're unbeaten at home and we have you next. 71 says, top 5 managers, Pep, Unai Emery, 3 Slot, 4 Arteta, 5 Eddie Howe. Archie Nella says, who are you hoping to win, West Ham or Liverpool? I'm a Liverpool fan, Archie, so may come as no surprise. Liverpool. Harvey says, who do Newcastle need to win today? I don't think Newcastle really care, do they? Newcastle fans maybe want Liverpool to win, so we've got momentum for the Sunderland game in midweek, maybe, if you're being pernickety. Rolo, Rolo, Billy Bonds, R.I.P., West Ham legend. Yes, very, very true. Rest in peace, Billy Bonds, who's passed away just before kickoff today. Here's Mateta. Into Pino. That's another penalty, ref! That's another penalty! That should have been another penalty, that. Get that checked. Get that checked. Why is Nketiah coming on? What's Nketiah coming on for? It's 37 minutes. What's he coming on for? For Salah. Oh, that's a blow. That's a real blow. Jimmy, Pino Grigio's a good player. That's a real blow to lose Salah. Eddie coming on for Ismaila Sarr. Not the sort of change that Palace would have wanted to make. But there you go. MC says, go ahead of United today and all will be right with the world. Harvey, are you away or home for Sunderland? Liverpool are playing Sunderland away. It's at the Stadium of Light on Wednesday night. Jordan, he's been injured since he went down at the start. He's just been carrying a bit of a knock. What a Brew says, I saw something saying Slot is on his final warning. I don't believe this. Have you heard anything? No. No, Slot isn't on a final warning. There's no final warning. I think the reality would be, from the club's perspective, they would be most concerned if the team looked like they weren't going to make Champions League football. So this happened last time, if you remember, with Jurgen Klopp. Obviously, Liverpool won the title and then we finished 4th the season after. But for most of the season after, we really, really struggled. We lost 6 in 7 under Jurgen Klopp. We had some big defeats. We lost in the Merseyside derby for the first time in 20-odd years at Anfield. So it was a really, really bad time for Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp as Premier League champions then. And FSG kept the faith with Jurgen Klopp. I think they'll keep the faith with Arne Slot. The only real problem will be is if it looks like we're not going to get Champions League footy. And I think we will get Champions League footy. Harvey, what's the score? It's 1-0 to Crystal Palace. And Mark says, Labour's new welfare policy is in play. Man United millionaires earning money for not doing their job. Callum, it's home against Sunderland Key, then Leeds away. Oh, sorry, it is. I was going to say, did I say it was at the Stadium of Light? Sorry, I did know it was at Anfield because we just had a Sunderland fan talking about it. Yes, I apologise. Liverpool is at Anfield against Sunderland. We've got Leeds at Ellen Road. Correct. Sorry. Muddled up. Callum, then I think it's Inter Milan. Yeah, not the easiest away game, that one, is it? Right, Brian and Burmo with the corner for United. Come on, Palace. C. Wheatley, I would away to use, I'd take a draw. That's very diplomatic of you. Away at the champions and you'll take a draw? That's very kind. To be honest, I think we'd probably take a draw on this current form. Chance, miles over, and straight out of play, I think. Oh no, well done by Xerxes. Here's Mbermo. Ball whipped back in. Good clearance by Richards. Dallo. Richards again. He's been an absolute tower at the back there for Palace. Good play by Luke Shaw at the back. Luke Shaw's probably the only one who showed any sort of composure at the back for United today. Delict's been all over the place. Yoro's been all over the place. 71 says it's an easy game, Sunderland, mate. Nice midweek training session for your players. Hey, you lads have got them coming up in the old time weird derby coming up soon. So that one's... I don't think you can be saying it's easy peasy just yet. Got a proper sore throat, me. It's that time of year, innit? Everyone's getting sore, getting poorly, and I've just got a dead sore throat. Which is probably not great news because I'll be talking all day today. "71, Dan Ballard, stinker again, loves scoring goals for the Toonie." Listen, Dan Ballard has had a great season. Absolutely great season. Jordan says, "Might as well take Mateta, Gay, Lacroix and Richards and Wharton off, save them for the next game. This is too easy." Oh, United fans aren't going to like that. Liam says, "Sunderland unbeaten at home and Leeds don't lose much at home." Yeah, but Sunderland are away. We're away. Sorry, we're at home for Sunderland. It's at Anfield. And Jimmy P says, "Get on the Lemsip." I don't even know if I've ever had a Lemsip. Isn't it a hot toddy? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Hot toddy when you've got a sore throat. Like squeeze lemon, honey, bit of whiskey and hot water. That's what I always got told. That was the old wives' tale. Yeah, lemon and honey. I think that might be the trick, but it's gonna have to wait, unfortunately, until after the Chelsea Arsenal game because I'm not moving from here for. I ain't got 10 minutes. I can't scratch my arse in between all this. Not got time to do anything. Bloody TV scheduling. And it's not even like I can miss one. It's not even like it's a crap game. I can give it a miss. You can't miss it. Every single one's massive. Jimmy, have you got a bucket underneath? Can you imagine if it just all of a sudden midstream just started going? Yeah, no, I haven't. I ain't got a slop bucket. I might need one, but for one day, maybe if we have a 24-hour stream. But no, I haven't. I'm good. We wouldn't be able to tell. That's true. It's very true. Got no pants on underneath. Suit and tie. Shirt and tie. No pants. Jordan says... Oh, we've done that one, sorry. C Weekly says, "Writers off and you'll perish, lad." Room temperature water, Reese. Why room temperature? Surely it'd be better with hot. MC, if I was Sunderland, I'd play the kids against Liverpool, rest the first team for the derby. Yeah, I think so too. That's a smart answer, isn't it? Hassan says, "For a sore throat, lemon, ginger and honey will soothe it." Ginger. Oh, ginger gives me a sore throat. Whenever you have ginger, it's always like... But I was always told to put a dash of whiskey in there. Jordan, hope the bucket's going up for auction afterwards. I very nearly said something awful. The bucket. It's the wife's old nickname, that. Oh, I really hope she's not watching. Love you lots, love. C Wheatley says, "Xhaka and Siddiqui on 4 yellows, so I expect them to get them against yous." We'll breeze past that. Nobody comments on it. C Wheatley says, "Rather have them missing the City game." Well, let's just hope Liverpool turn up today. That's the key. Joe, remember when you wore a suit for the Ballon d'Or? Well, you've got to turn up for these big occasions. Certainly got to. To be fair, I didn't turn up wearing a suit. I was told you need to smarten yourself up. It's a ceremony, so I went and put a shirt and tie on with a blazer. Because I'd been to a funeral like 2 days before. Insensitive, Joe. Not good enough, that. Yamal should have won it. Yeah, why is Yamal? Yamal's not going to win it. What did he do against bloody Inter? No, Lamine Yamal's still too young. You can't have Lamine Yamal winning Ballon d'Ors. I don't think Dembele should have won it, though. Tolga, Crystal Palace, how's it going, Tolga? Jimmy says people need to calm down about Yamal. They're the same about Esteval though, aren't they? Here's Dalot down the left. Ball in and headed away. Good defending by Palace. Here's Nketiah. Pino. Oh, what a pass, and Nketiah's in! Nketiah's in! And this should be 2! Finish it! Oh, you moron! You moron! What are you doing? How's Luke Shaw got back at you there? Oh, I tell you what, he is an absolute joke of a player. Honestly, he is an absolute joke. I can't believe... Why did he slow down there? Why did you slow down? Diallo. If they score here, get it away. Oh, Eddie Nketiah. Jordan, what's going on? You told me Eddie Nketiah. Reece, and that's why we sold him. Jimmy, the fact Rafinha is licking up La Liga tells you all about that league. And Rashi, yeah. And Anthony. Rashford, Anthony. There's loads who've gone there and done well. And Jordan says, watch my bets lose when they look so promising. Palace over 1.5 and Palace to win. Mateta to score. Jordan, he's overthought it, poor Eddie. Do you know what it was, that? Do you know what it was? It was overconfidence. I don't even think it was he overthought it. He was getting towards the goal and he slowed down ready for the shot, and it gave Luke Shaw a chance to get back and block it. For you to be in that position one-on-one with the keeper and not even get a shot on target is... Honestly, I'd get him off the pitch now. I'd get him off the pitch for that now. That's unforgivable. That's not a free kick, ref. Ah, of course it is. Callum says Liverpool lineup will be out soon. Oh, come on. I don't want Liverpool to be... I think we've got to have changed a bit up. We've got to have changed a bit up. Jake, in my opinion, Yamal is overrated. He talks too much before the matches and right after he has a sin. Okay. Sorry, Liam, if this was an FA Cup game, he sticks that in. If it's an FA Cup game or a European game, Eddie Nketiah probably puts that away, and he'll probably get a hat-trick if it's a European game. Right, free kick for United, bang on half-time. There's 20 seconds of the half left. Bruno Fernandes to whip it in. Keep him out, Palace. Yes, that should be half-time, ref. That should be half-time, ref. Blow up. Blow up. Oh, as if he's blown up. As if he's blown up there when they've got a counter-attack. He's not blown up. Is it a free kick? What's he give? Is it half-time? He has... Oh, Mark Gay's having a chat with him there. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Right, let's have a look at the Liverpool lineups because apparently they're out. Let's have a look. Who's the Liverpool lineups? Who've we got? Is it Isaac? Oh, Isaac's out. Oh, don't say Isaac's out. Apparently Isaac's out. Can't be having that. Cannot be having that. Starting 11 for West Ham is Areola in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Todibo, Mavropanos, Juve, midfield of Magassa, Potts and Fernandes, Bowen, Paqueta, Wilson. I don't feel comfortable with that. I am not confident. I am not confident of that. And the Liverpool lineup is Alisson, Gomez at right back, Van Dijk, Canate, Kirkes, Vert, Szoboszlai, Isak, McAllister, Gakpo, Gravenberch. Salah's been dropped. And McAllister. What the fuck, Slot? Salah's been dropped, but McAllister and Konate keep their place. And Gakpo. That's a cop out. That is a cop out. I will say that Salah didn't fill me with confidence at all. He did not fill me with confidence at all last time out. So I can understand Salah being dropped, but not keeping McAllister in, keeping Konate in. Gomez at right back I do like that. But as it stands, we've got Alisson in goal. It's a back four of Gomez, Van Dijk, Konate, Kerkez. In midfield, it is Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, McAllister, the exact same. And then it's a front three of Isak, Gakpo and Vert, which I assume means that Gakpo is going to be either playing as an auxiliary centre-forward alongside Isak. It might be Gakpo, Isak, two centre-forwards. That could be a possibility. If you see Gakpo more central in this game, it's because Liverpool are playing a 4-4-2. Otherwise, it might well be that Vert is off the right or Vert is off the left. I don't know. It might be our normal shape with Vert off the left and Gomez at right back. Oh, honestly though, benching Salah, but keeping McAllister and keeping Isak. Oh, I'm not happy with that. I am not happy with that. I can only assume that he's going to change it. It's very concerning though. That is a real concern for me. Well, okay. There you go. We'll see. We'll just have to see. Jimmy says, what does Chiesa have to do to get a start? Look, I mean, to be honest, mate, I'm not that bothered about Chiesa. Chiesa starting. Chiesa doesn't even think himself he should get a start. He said that he doesn't really think he's ready to have started games for a long time. Gomez is in. Isak starts. Alisson's back in. Callum says he's digging his own grave. Yeah. I mean, he's certainly making a rod for his own back here. Arne Slot. With that lineup, I have to say, if Liverpool don't listen, if they get it right, if they win, then now I can say fair enough. Slot said, I mean, he's basically gone like that to us, hasn't he? He's basically gone. There you go. Have a bit of that. I'm picking McAllister. I'm picking Konate. I trust that these players will do it for us. And if they do it, brilliant, I'll be made up. But if they don't do it now. Oh, if they don't do it and you've picked Konate, you've picked McAllister. Oh, I'm even more nervous now for that one. MC says that's a token gesture in shaking it up. It's not a real shake-up. Well, it's two changes, isn't it? It is two changes. He's brought Gomez in at right back, which he wouldn't normally have done, and he's dropped Mo Salah. That is big news. That is very big news. Be Yourself Dylan says the top six is looking so different. Palace up to fourth now. And Ryan says eyes locked for another Konate disaster class. Irish King, Adam Wharton, what a midfielder. Wow. And Lisha says benching Salah away to West Ham. I've seen this before. MC could be a diamond with Isak and Gakpo front two. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Taylor says Rio needs more minutes. Listen, Rio's 17 years of age. I'm not overly concerned about him starting games in football just yet for us. Shay, how shit are we? It's actually funny to watch this. United have been terrible. But in fairness, I think, again, it's individual errors for United, isn't it, Shay? It's Yoro. It's Delict. These are players who have hurt United at the back today, and you've not had an awful lot of clear chances up the other end. So, yeah, not great, but individual errors are the reason that you're behind. And Palace are getting in far too easily. Jake, what does Chiesa have to do to get a game? Chiesa, we shouldn't be putting Chiesa in. I don't know why people keep pushing for Chiesa. Whenever Chiesa's started, he's never done anything. Chiesa himself doesn't think that he should start games of football, so I don't know why people keep pushing for Chiesa. Scouse B says, why isn't Robbo playing again? Well, because every time Andy Robertson plays, he causes issues for us. Kerkez has been better, is the long-term option. So that's why Andy Robertson isn't playing. Mountain Turtle says, Luke Shaw's block was great. I think Xerxes would be better in a number 10 role than Burmo up front. But neither of those positions actually suit him, do they? I guess that's the problem. Shay says, it's shocking how little we create. Midfield is actually non-existent. Nothing goes through it. And the Scrum Down Live. Hey up, James. Think Arsenal win the league today? No. What we saying, MC? Yeah, it's big news dropping Salah, but McAllister, Gakpo and Konate have been much more the problem. I think the Salah thing is more to do with work rate and intensity and that side of things, because Gakpo has worked hard. I don't think Gakpo has been poor in terms of effort or intensity. I feel like he's maybe lacked quality at times, and that's not good enough. Why have I put Palace 1-0? Why is it 0-0? Why is the score? That's because I've reset it. That's why. Please tell me it wasn't like that earlier in the game. Palace are 1-0 up. I don't know why I've put it as 0-0. Will says, I mean, it could be a 4-4-2 to be fair, Key with Wirtz and Szoboszlai left mid and right mid. Yeah, possibly. And Scout says the 3 games that we won, Robbo played in all 3. Yeah, but Robbo also has been major contributions to the games where we've lost. If you look at Chelsea, the defeat at Chelsea, he was a prime reason for that defeat at the end. For me, I just think Andy Robertson is a wonderful player. I wouldn't mind him on the pitch, but I think Kerkez is the better option, and Kerkez is our long-term solution. So, for me, Kerkez should be the player we play. Nathan, not a fan of our lineup for fuck's sake. Only good thing is Salah out and Gomez in. And Paul, can't stop pal, will hopefully join for LFC. No worries, Paul. Take it easy, mate. Hopefully see you soon. Thomas says Salah is shocking this season. Listen, people do too much with Salah. Salah is not shocking. Salah has the same number of goal contributions as Brian Mbeumo does. Is Brian Mbeumo shocking? Brian Mbeumo had a really bad season. No, United fans seem to really like him. Salah's got the same number of goal contributions as him. That's how bad Salah has been compared to how good Mbeumo has been. Chimey, come on United. Right, I need to downsize that, don't I? Because it's clearly not working. I'm gonna have to move that over a little bit and see how it goes. Bit of space. There you go. Liam says Peter Crouch looking like he works for the mafia with his tash. And MC, I cannot believe he's playing McAllister. Yeah, McAllister's the big one for me. If I could have dropped just one player for Liverpool today, it would have been Alexis McAllister. I'm so I can't tell you how nervous I am that he's playing Alexis McAllister. Because that makes it so important that we win. If he doesn't get the win today now, and he started McAllister, he started Konate, at that point, you have to start looking at slots, and you have to start saying, I'm sorry, mate, but that's... Now you're causing a rod for your own back, now you're making issues for yourself. Scrum Down Live says Palace or Sunderland for top 4. No. Palace and Sunderland will not be top 4. Not at the end of the season. But they're doing very well. Mark, who would you like to win the league? I'd like Liverpool to win the league, but I don't think they will. Thomas says, but Salah has been lazy, plus doesn't pass the ball to his teammates that much. Lazy? I mean, he was lazy midweek, yeah. There's something going on with Mo Salah. I don't know if he's already mentally checked out of the club. I don't know if he's upset at something Slaughter's done or said. I have no idea, but there's something maybe mentally not quite right with Mo Salah, because it's affecting his performances. He is still one of the best players in the world, and still, in my opinion, Liverpool's best player. So I would want him on the pitch, but I understand the decision of taking him out because midweek was not acceptable. And at Liverpool, you have to have standards. You have to be able to say to players, look, if you consistently drop below either 8 out of 10 in terms of performance, or consistently, if you ever drop below 10 out of 10 effort, I'm sorry, you're out the side, and we have to drop you out. Doesn't matter who's replacing you. We can't have players strolling around the pitch, and that is what happened in midweek with Salah. He's still our best player, so I want him on the pitch. I do want him on the pitch, and I'm nervous that he's not on the pitch today in such a big game where Slot has... I can only hope that Slot has got McAllister and Kanate in a room and said to him, listen, you two, if you let me down today, I am for the chopping block here. I'm gone. MC says Salah's not shocking. Yeah, the work rate can be a problem, but against Forest, he was our main threat. And Samuel Mark Ingram says Joshua Zirkzee is absolutely shocking. Hyped up by Flawless from Sarcasm City TV. Rants and bants. And Will says, well, on Sky Sports, the lineup is 4-2-3-1 with Wirtz on the left and Gakpo on the right. Sky Sports frequently get that wrong, but it might well be. Could well be. Liam Manning says apparently Leeds are tipped to sack Farker this week. Who would be the replacement, though? That's the big question. Who would you want to replace him? And Thomas says, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool lose to West Ham. Alicia Bowen masterclass incoming. You heard it here first. Adam Elite Travel Tick says Salah dropped, about time. The thing is, though, Adam, he's still our best player, isn't he? You still want him in the side. And C. Whitley says, as a mac of a draw would be nice for United, just to keep us in the top four. Liam Manning Slot. Hey, you might, Slot to Leeds. Don't even joke about that. It might actually happen. Geezer isn't getting his haircut anytime soon. Oh, yeah, I feel sorry for that fella. He definitely chose the wrong number of games, didn't he? If he'd have chose 3, maybe United could have got it sorted for him at some point. But 5, he is not getting his hair cut for years, that lad. 5 games in a row. Nathan says Kanate starting is a joke. I've less issue with Kanate and more issue with McAllister. I can understand Kanate a little bit because we haven't actually got any other centre-backs to play. It would probably have involved playing Gravenberch at centre-back, and we need Gravenberch in midfield. So I can understand the thinking with keeping Kanate, but I feel like he really, really has put his head on the line with McAllister. And with Salah, really. You know, the fact that he's dropped Salah is still a big thing. MC says the Salah criticism is always OTT. He can be wasteful, but that's because he's always looking to do something. Yep, got to take chances. And Samuel Mark Ingram says Virgil van Dijk should get more criticism. He is the captain. Van Dijk, I disagree. I think Van Dijk's done okay this season. I have no problem with Van Dijk. Van Dijk's part of a back four that has constantly been changing around him. You're never going to produce your best stuff at that point. Right, we're off for the second half here. Come on, Palace. Let's get a second. Let's kill the game off. And Jimmy says United chatting breeze while potentially losing against Palace and Everton. Kai says, Key, the lineup is crazy. I'm so angry. Why? Who would you have wanted, Kai? Who would you have picked? Lisha, how are you allowed to retake a pen because you accidentally hit the ball twice? It's such a disgrace. I agree, and I said the same during the live, mate. I absolutely agree that the rules aren't fair. If we're talking on the balance of fairness, if as a striker you run up to take a free kick or a penalty or whatever and you double hit it, that should be a free kick to the opposition side for me. You've messed up. You don't get to retake it. Not in my opinion, anyway. But that's how the rules are. So the ref has just done what the rules are. The refs are there to enforce the rules. And he's done that. MC says, I agree. Kanate's been shocking, but not much choice. Starting McAllister is a slap in the face for Wataru Endo, yeah. Strike from distance from Casemiro and straight at the keeper. Lisha, it's happened with Alvarez and he never got a retake. Jake Fitzpatrick, if Salah could pass, Wirtz will have 2 goals by now. And if Salah could shoot, Wirtz would have 10 assists. Yeah, he'd definitely have 1 against Chelsea. We'd probably have beat Chelsea that day if Salah could finish. Kai, Ramsey for right back and Robbo on the left. Mate, Ramsey. Why would anyone... No one's picking fucking Ramsey. Calvin Ramsey, really? He couldn't get a kick for Preston. Can't be putting Calvin Ramsey at right back. And Kirkes has been fine. Kirkes was fine in midweek. I thought Kirkes was all right in midweek. Even though we lost 4-1, Kirkes was okay. Kai Iwood, he's good. He's not played. He's barely played for us. He played 1 game in a League Cup tie, and we lost. Ramsey's really, really poor. He's not Premier League level anyway. He gets tore to shreds by Somerville. And MC says taking it again because the taker has messed up is wrong, but delighted he was allowed to retake again. Absolutely, I agree. But it's a corner to United here. Dalot to whip it in. Ben says Maka starting is bad, but Kanate is criminal. Why is it... Kanate I can understand. I didn't want him to start, but I can understand him starting. Like, for me, I was looking at it and going, I want all 4 changed. In midweek, I was fuming. I wanted all 4 dropped. I wanted Gakpo out, Salah out, McAllister out, and Kanate. In the cold light of day, we can understand. You're not going to be able to change all 4. It's stupid to change all 4. Liverpool don't have any other centre-backs, really. So I can understand why he's picked Kanate. McAllister he had to drop, though. He had to drop McAllister. Like I said, he's put his neck on the line here now. He's put his neck on the line, so we'll see. Jordan, we ain't contending. Hendo with the cap is back. We ain't conceding. We ain't conceding now because Hendo with the cap is back. Ginga says, afternoon key, how are United playing? I've just woken up after the night shift. Well, United are playing pretty terribly. That's the words of a United fan. Several United fans we've had in the chat. They're not particularly happy with how United have turned up today. They're 1-0 down thanks to a retaken penalty from Mateta. United got a penalty given against them. Lenny Yoro just kind of... I don't really know how to explain it. He just chopped down Mateta when he was in the penalty area. It was a shocking piece of defending. Ref points to the spot. It was a clear penalty. Mateta steps up, double taps it into the net, and it's a retake. I didn't know that. I thought it would have been free kick to United. But no, retake penalty, and he scores the second. So maybe a little bit hard done by, United can feel. Big Dunk, hello big fella, good to see you. And Jimmy says Kirkes hate is uncalled for. Liam, last season that pen would be retaken, changed this year because of Alvarez, they said at half time. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Here we go. Man United. Oh, that's shocking. Who's that? Amad Diallo. Poor from Diallo. Very poor. Jake, if you were the manager, what would you do? I would have brought Joe Gomez in. I would have brought Wataru Endo in. And, yeah, I would have brought Wirtz back in as well, which we have done. So, but Endo is the one thing for me. I'm surprised he's not put Endo in for McAllister. Nathan, I agree with Kai. I would also start Chiesa and Rio. No, not Chiesa. I mean, again, you can't change too much. That's like kamikaze. Really shocking. You can't change like 5-6 players in the team. Like, I know you want to send a message, but that's just stupid. Jake, if you were the manager, what would you do? I would bench Salah for Chiesa, bench Kanate, and bench Mac. MC, I hope he's pulled McAllister in and told him to get his act together. He's got to. He has got to. Like, McAllister is the one. He is absolutely the one that's been letting us down all season. And I'm not just talking in terms of performance. Like, he's looked leggy. He's looked, like, tired and just like, yeah, fatigue. I don't know what it is. Good tackle from Palace. Really good play. Wharton, that's a foul, ref. Thank you, sir. Ginga says, fair play, I was expecting a loss today. Lots of players who still need to collect their P45. Who are you specifically referring to there? Xerxes, one that seems to be getting a fair bit of criticism, but in my opinion, as a neutral, I guess, I think your defence hasn't been great today. I think Delict has let you down a little bit, and Yoro's not been good. Nathan says, we need our energy back. And Jake, I have a feeling Isak's going to score his first Prem goal for Liverpool today. Oh, I hope so. I really hope you're right. That's a foul, Man United. Oh, Wyatt, Key, do you still play Snakes and Ladders, the board game, or no? Do I still play it? No. Did you think I did? Did you think I used to play it or something? I maybe played it when I was a kid, but I haven't. No, I don't still play it. When I read that question, I was thinking, does he know something I don't here? Was I an avid Snakes and Ladders enthusiast for many years? I just didn't remember. But no, I've not really. I've not played it really. Ben, I think Isak scores today. Actually, listen, someone's got to score today. Hopefully it's Liverpool. I don't care who scores. Like I said, I'll take a scrappy 1-0 today, bouncing in off Areola. I'll take that. If Areola's Areola gets us a goal. Who's this coming on? Mazraoui for United. I'd put him into midfield, you know. I feel like United need a bit more presence in midfield, and Mazraoui could do that. Chance here for Xerxes. Chance! Oh, what a goal that is. And do you know what? Henderson. Oh, I tell you what. It's a great finish from Xerxes, but Palace. Oh, Dean Henderson. Unforgivable. That's really poor from the goalkeeper. How are you getting beat near post there from that angle? That's so poor. Manchester United back in it. 1-1. Come on, Palace. Is he onside? Is he on? He's miles onside. Absolutely miles onside. Strike here. Yeah, that's shocking from the goalkeeper. Absolutely shocking. Oh, Dean Henderson. Hang your head in shame. It's a great touch from Xerxes and then left-footed. That's not good enough, that. That's really not good enough from Henderson. Very poor. Jimmy says, how does he see you with the cap? Henderson's had an absolute murder, Jordan. Come on. Jordan says, get goal side of him, for fuck's sake, it's simple. Yeah, listen, the defending not great, but I feel like if that comes at your goalkeeper from there, he's got to be covering his near post. I mean, it's fair, it doesn't go in near post, but it's still, from that angle, that's rough. Ging says, I'll all need to get gone ASAP. Bruno, Casemiro, Shaw, Xerxes, and Dalot. You'd get rid of all of them. Well, Xerxes just equalised for you, just as you say that. Lenny Yoro has been taken off for Mazraoui. Lenny Yoro not having a good game, and you can see him on the subs bench. He is just kind of rubbing his head. It's obviously, he's not happy with his performance, maybe. But yeah, Lenny Yoro being taken off, hauled off 10 minutes into the second half. Not a good day for him. Nathan says, why do Palace always bottle it against United? And Mark says, not even a United fan, but it's a cracking finish. It is. No, it is. Like you can't turn that. You can't say anything other than that. It is a good effort from Xerxes. The fact that he even gets in that position and is able to swivel and get a shot away, that's unbelievable. Fair play to him. But the keeper's got to save it. Keeper's got to save that. Come on, Palace. We'll have an equalizer. Keep it in. Nah, goal kick. Hey, up Goliath. Here he is. Good to see you, mate. Afternoon, Key. Nervy one all round today. What's your West Ham prediction? I will happily leave Stamford Bridge with a draw. Goliath's an Arsenal fan, everyone, by the way. So what would I think for United, for Liverpool and West Ham? before I saw the lineups, I thought we'd maybe do okay and we'd win it. Now I've seen the lineups and McAllister is playing, Kanate is playing, Salah's been benched, Salah's been dropped. I'm not all that confident. No, I think this might be a 2-2 today. It's the first time I'm going for a 2-2 because I think the manager's made a real rod for his own back here. And we've got to win. We've got to win. Now that he's kept McAllister, he absolutely has to get a win or at least a good performance. Because the pressure's going to be mega on him then. So I think maybe 2-2. And in terms of Arsenal later, listen, I'm hoping it's a draw. I don't want either of you to win. I hate Chelsea. I don't like Arsenal. But maybe Arsenal are the lesser of two evils. So I would go for an Arsenal win if I absolutely had to. But ideal world, I want you to both drop points. Mountain Turtle says, let's hope we keep the attacking up now. We've equalised. Goliath, I didn't see the lineup. Interesting. Yeah, the lineup is shocking. Liverpool fans pretty unanimously wanted Alexis McAllister dropped. Some wanted Kanate. I did think Kanate should have been dropped, but I think Kanate I can kind of understand him picking because of how... Oh, nearly an own goal from Xerxes, funnily enough. Yeah, I can understand him picking Kanate because we haven't got any centre-backs. We've got no centre-back. Like, Leone's injured. Gomez is having to play right-back because we haven't got any fit right-backs. So, I can understand him picking Kanate because there's not really much of an alternative. But McAllister, there is an alternative there. There's Endo. Wataru Endo should have been picked. He should have been put in the side. Mind your own prediction for Villa v Wolves. I'd like to see Wolves get something. I'm going to predict Wolves to get something. 2-2. Villa 2, Wolves 2. Ball whipped in. Palace cleared away by United. Back out to Wharton. Oh, he volleys it in. Unlucky. It's all a bit higgledy-piggledy here in the area. I think he's offside. Yeah. Offside. Sean Massey put... No, it's not Sean Massey. It's a man. I thought it was Sean Massey on that far side, but no, deceptive from a long distance. Mind your own says, I thought I liked you. Do you know what it is? It's nothing to do with Villa. It really isn't. It's more to do with Wolves. I want Rob Edwards to keep Wolves up. I really do. I want Rob Edwards to turn it round, and I think they can. And they're going to have to start getting points somewhere. So a point away at Villa, I think, would be half decent for them. Hassan Hersey says, trust the manager, Liverpool will win today. And Mountain Turtle says, I think the ref keeps stopping at the littlest things, to be honest. Yeah, he hasn't let the game flow. That's a good point. I didn't even think of that. He has let the game... he has stopped the game quite a lot. And you want a referee to maybe let some things go. Ginger says Slot has to win today. If he loses today, as much as I think Liverpool have to stick with him, I think some serious conversations will be had. It will. Yeah, it will. I still don't want him gone, by the way. If he loses today, even with the criticism I've given him for picking Gary McAllister. I wish he had picked Gary McAllister in midfield. If he picks Alexis McAllister, Liverpool lose... I will massively be disappointed in Arne Slot because that's something that is within his span of control. So I'll be disappointed if that happens. But I still wouldn't want him sacked if we were to lose. 2 idiots, 1 game. Was Xerxes' goal good? Yeah, it was. It was, but the keeper made an error. Like, it was good. But if your goalkeeper concedes that, if Senna Lamans concedes it, you're saying, I should do better there. So, it was good, but only in that context. What we saying, sorry, was Xerxes' goal good? Liverpool 4-0 today. And Jimmy, if we lose today, then we're going to have to get Big Sam for our relegation scrap. Oh, God, don't even joke about that. Swifty, superb finish, some swerve on it. Not enough that your goalkeeper shouldn't be stopping it. I think the goalkeeper's still got to take a bit of accountability for that. Oh, that's a great bit of play by United. That's not going to be a foul, ref. It is a foul. Oh, great defending. Sorry, it was great play. It was great play. And it was a flick on, and Dalot runs off the back of, I don't know who it is, but Gay's complaining to the ref. United did well there. Really good play by United, in fairness. I've got to give him credit. That was a foul. That was a foul. I don't know why Mark Gay's complaining. That's a clear foul on Dalot. But really good play by United. Knocked it long. Good flick on. Dalot running off the back. That's better from United. And do you know what? Coming into the last half hour, United are in the ascendancy. That goal has completely changed things. All of a sudden, it's looking more and more like United might pinch this. Come on, Palace. Can't have these fuckers getting 3 points. Unknown says, take it, Ekatike isn't playing because he went off against PSV. It might be that he's got a bit of a knock, yeah. I think he felt his back. I'm sure they said it was a back strain. So that's probably why he's on the bench. Either way, Isak's he's our best centre-forward. You're going to put Isak in there anyway. Right, free kick to Man United. Bruno Fernandes, strike 2-1. Oh, United. It's not, it's Mount. Is it Mount who scored it? It's Mount. Mason Mount, quick free kick. 2-1 United. Palace, what are you doing? Jordan, the Palace fan, you told me that Dean Henderson, when he puts his cap on, they don't concede. Well, he's conceded 2, and both of them he should have saved. Shocking. 2-1 to Man United. Come on, Palace. Ah. Let's just watch this back. Oh, the wall. Do you know what? It's not Henderson. It's the wall. The wall just disintegrates here. That's the last thing you want your wall to do. What's Pino and Nketiah doing? Oh, that's poor. Really poor. And United now 2-1 up. Half an hour to go. I do not fancy him here. I do not fancy him. Glasner's not happy. Ginger, this ref is doing my head in a bit, stopping the game for very little. And Jordan won with his cap on, and that's the wall's fault, not his. I would agree. I would agree. I have to say the wall wasn't particularly strong on that one. Jimmy, ever since they lost Salah, they have looked shocking, key. Yeah, that's fair as well. Ismaila Sarr going off has changed Palace, but they've not done anywhere near as well in midfield. Like, forget Ismaila Sarr, that Kamada and Wharton, they're losing a lot of the 50-50s. Jordan says, angry Glasner, this is going to be fun. So much for let's take off Wharton, let's take off Sarr, let's take off Mateta and Gay and Lacroix. Hey, that was a little bit of a poem there. You were saying take all them players off. It's getting too easy, this, Jordan. United now, they're all over you. It's more likely to be 3-1 United than it is 2-2. United are in again here. They're in again. Oh, good block. Keeper just about gets to it. Sam Savini had Mateta first goal scorer and Bruno anytime assist, so I'm happy. Well done. Good lad. And Jordan says Sarr is the outball. Mountain Turtles, we've been a lot better at set pieces and corners this season. Jordan, we'll see it full time. Oh, I hope so, mate. I'm rooting for you. You know that. I'm rooting for you. I'm desperate for United to fall apart here. Palace. Oh, penalty, ref. Claim for the penalty. What are we getting? Offside. Oh. Saw the lino put his flag up then. Looked like he cut inside. When he chopped back in, looked like it was maybe a... Oh, he's offside. He's offside. Bastards. Come on, fucking hell. Come on, Palace. United v London sides. Last 26 Premier League away games. 1-3, lost 16. Yeah, United away in London generally is not good. This would be a big old win for Ruben Amorim. Come on, Palace. Unknown says, I rate that left-back Mitchell. Yeah, he's all right, isn't he, Tyrick Mitchell? I mean, he was very nearly came to Man United, didn't he? I'm sure there was rumours of him going to United. And he was out of contract this summer. There was rumours about him going to Atletico Madrid as well. Simeone wanted him. DC6, we're going to win the league. Don't joke. Don't be silly. You won't finish in the top 4. United are getting nowhere near the league title, let alone top 4. Jordan, people, easy to say we've been shit since Salah went off. Well done, they've scored 2 set pieces. Yeah, that's true. It's nothing to do with Salah, really, is it? That's just basics, set pieces. Tracking your players, tracking your runners. Josh says, Key, what year is the Spain kit behind you? It is 2010, isn't it? It's the year they won the World Cup. It's got a World Cup winner's badge on it. I don't know if you can see that. Might be able to see it better on YouTube. If you go and check on YouTube, you can see. It's a bit easier. Brian says, come on, West Ham. And Jimmy, Premier League has been boring with set pieces this season. Baba Lily, Charity FC donating again. Well, yeah, Palace not starting the second half well at all, but they've still got a chance. Still time. United are a very charitable side too. So, listen, they were winning against Spurs for long periods, and then they ended up being 2-1 down going into the last couple of seconds. So, there's still time. Come on, Palace. Come on, Palace. Unknown says, I know full well West Ham will be booting it in the penalty area every 2 minutes. Yeah, and that's obvious because we're shite, aren't we? We're shite when it comes to defending high balls. Jambo, Sean Shannon, he heard you the first time. Oh, mate, listen, these are just people desperate for a bit of attention. Just let them get the minute. Just let them have the little minute. They don't get much attention at home, God love them. They're desperate for some attention. Some stranger to read out a comment. Makes the day, doesn't it? So that's why they spam the chat 40 times with the same shit. Hey, whatever. Listen, that's fine. Each to their own. Far be it from me to not brighten up somebody's day like that. Unknown, I know full well West Ham. Oh, we've done that one. Sam, if we win today, I'll start to believe and then be crying again come May. Thomas, watching Mark Goldbridge. Wait, hang on a minute, Thomas. What are you watching Mark Goldbridge for? Traitor. He says Bruno hasn't played his best, but he has 2 assists. But that is Bruno Fernandes to a T, isn't it? Bruno Fernandes doesn't always have to play well. He'll just create in the big moments. I didn't think he played well against Liverpool and Anfield, to be honest. Creates the winner. It's standard, that. That is Bruno Fernandes to a T. He's a very good creative player, but he doesn't always play well in the game for 90 minutes. Nathan says, United win and we lose will ruin the weekend. There's some weekends where it has to happen. That was a staple for me growing up. I was used to that. That was pretty much every weekend, that Liverpool losing, United winning. Chris, your bet's still on and we get 3 points. Can we just stop the game now? I'll take that. Keeps the bet running if nothing else. As long as Liverpool still win though later, that's the problem. I still need us to win. I've stayed away from Chelsea-Arsenal because I didn't really think that was... I can't see a clear winner in that one. I think it'll be Arsenal, but the odds aren't terrific for either. Jimmy, you're not laughing. Ow. Did you hurt yourself, Jimmy? Or was that like a Michael Jackson ow at the end of that comment? You're not laughing. Ow! Thomas, who do you think is better in stats, Bruno or Wirtz? What do you mean, who do I think is better in stats? Well, Bruno's got better stats because he's like 30 odd. So Wirtz hasn't got the better stats. Wirtz isn't going to have the better stats. He's 10 years younger, isn't he, basically? Chris, I can't be having a pool win. It's coming, Chris. Get psychologically prepared for it, Chief. Sammy, will you be live for Chelsea v Arsenal? I will, yes, Sammy. I'm live for this. I'm live for Liverpool. I'm live for Chelsea Arsenal. 3 games back to back. I am going to be standing here pretty much for 7-8 hours straight. What a run that is Oh, it's going to be a foul and a free kick. Is it? No? I thought that was a free kick, in fairness. I thought Delo's played really well. I thought that was a free kick. The referee seems to think it was a dive. Let's watch this back. Oh, I thought that was a free kick. I think Richards hangs a leg out there. Yeah, I thought that was a free kick. And I'm a Liverpool fan. I don't want the free kick, but I think that probably was. Yellow card to Luke Shaw here. And what are we saying? Sorry, Jake 2-2 for our match. Isaac Verts for us and Bowen Paqueta for them. Sam, if you lose today, are you going slot out? No. No, if we lose today, I am still very much slot in. Thomas, how can I watch a TV for 8 hours straight of football? Just set it up. Stand there. It's nice and easy. It's not easy. It is hard, to be fair. Melvin, Manu, we're going to win this. Jordan, Tom Daly would have been proud of that. Oh, Jordan. Genga says, do you know what I hate? When players feel they have been fouled and instantly grab hold of the ball. Forcing the ref to blow the whistle should be a booking. What's going on there? That was a blatant foul. I thought that was a foul as well, in fairness. Sam, doesn't your legs and back hurt from standing all day? Nah, I'm just a born athlete, mate. Just a born athlete. To be fair, I used to do it, didn't I? I used to be sat down. But I decided, you know, I'm starting to shift. Oh, he's took the cap off. He's took the cap off. And he's got a bottle of Vaseline or a tub of Vaseline next to him. And I think Palace might need that. Liverpool might need that later against West Ham. Oh, come on, Palace. Sort it out. MC, how good would it be if Joe Gomez scored today? Joe Gomez winner. Oh my God, I'd riot. There would be Liverpool fans littering the streets if there was a Joe Gomez winner today. The sun's moved. Kinga says tub of Vaseline. What? Yeah, he's got a tub of Vaseline next to his goal. There was literally a bottle of water, a cap, and a tub of Vaseline. Other brands are available, I'm sure. But he had a little tub of Vaseline next to him. I assume it's for his gloves, maybe. They make him a bit extra sticky. There's all sorts that keepers do. They put it on the gloves, don't they, to just make it a bit more... Which is odd, because it's like lube, innit? I don't know. I'm not au fait with Vaseline in goalkeepers. Jordan says, get Gay off now. He's going to get sent off. He's not had a good day, has he, Mark Gay? Well, here's Bruno Fernandes with a free kick. Right on the edge of the box, but it is more to the right towards the corner flag, so it shouldn't be a shot. He's right-footed. It's going to be across this one. 15 minutes to go. Fernandes. Oh, it's up in the air. Cleared away. Only as far as... Oh, it was Delo and it was smashed over the bar. Dan, what would you do if you lose to West Ham? I don't know. What are you expecting me to do? I'll be upset. I'll be very upset and very frustrated. The same way I am every time Liverpool lose. That's poor, that, from Henderson. It's really poor. Ginga says Hendo's night sorted then. Red Rebellion, a big win like versus Frankfurt would be great today, but 3 points, the most important. Let's hope Gomez holds out because he's playing with injections in his knee, which means his knee is fecked. Is that really what it is? Injections in his knee, not good. Dan Dog, I want United to win so we stay fourth. And Unknown says, I can see Callum Wilson scoring today. Here's Burmo, big chance, good save. Yeah, Samir's standing is more professional. Do you think? Yeah, I think so. I feel like I've got a bit more energy when I'm standing anyway. Channel's improved anyway since I've been standing. Jordan says, get Gay off. Here's Nketiah. Nketiah's not been brilliant since he's come on either. He's lost the ball a fair bit. Here's Mateta. Go on. Ref, he's all over him there. He's all over him there. That's not a foul to United. How are you giving that as a free kick to United? That's never, ever a foul to United, that. Bryn, we were a bit shite, mate. Garner been missed. Oh, yeah, Garner Gay was definitely the big miss last night. Timmy Rabunum did not have a good game, did he? Here's Uche coming on for Palace, the new summer signing. Just for a bit of extra, maybe a bit of extra tempo. Can he make the difference up there? Will Hughes coming on. I think this is really important. Will Hughes coming on for Palace just to kind of change the energy up a little bit. Adam Wharton going off. Yeah, Wharton off, Will Hughes on, Uche coming on for, is it Mateta? No, Pino. Odd, because I think Pino's a player you'd want to keep on the pitch. I feel like they're the players you need at times like this. You know, someone who's a bit cute, a bit clever. Use of the ball is good. You need players like that when it's a low block, and that is what Palace are going to face in the next 15 minutes. Jordan says Uche is alive. 13 minutes, Glasner's getting desperate. And Bryn says, oh, he was awful, pal. Maybe move KDH back and put Alcaraz at 10. And HGTXV says, can't be bothered with another loss today. I really can't. He needs a win. Oh, mate, I'm with you. I really hope so. The team selection really does just make it extra pressured for Slot. You've got to do something with that team selection now, because if he'd have picked a different couple of players and Liverpool had lost, like if he'd have picked Endo and Liverpool lost, I could kind of understand it. I would still be slotting. And I'm still slotting even if Liverpool lose today. But I'll be a lot more critical of him because I'll be of the thinking that he could have changed it. And McAllister, we all know, we've all seen, McAllister has been a big, big problem for Liverpool this season. He's having his Xabi Alonso year, McAllister. Like, he's been excellent for us for, 2-3 years. It feels like he's been absolutely phenomenal. And then he's having his, Xabi Alonso era. Because if you remember, Xabi Alonso had 2 years with Liverpool where he was world-class, absolutely insane. And then he had about an 18-month period after his injury where he was dreadful. And that's why Rafa Benitez wanted to get Gareth Barry in. And then as soon as we got Manchester City basically swooped in and took Gareth Barry, we kept Xabi Alonso. He had his best season for us and then went, yeah, on your bike, I'm going. Bryn, has he left Salah out, mate? He has, yeah. Mo Salah on the bench. He's been dropped. Florian Wirtz and Gakpo are the wide options today. MC, will you grow your hair until Joe Gomez scores a goal? I mean, I pretty much have. Chris, West Ham play well against good teams. You might win. Oh, Chris, that's very harsh. That was a low blow. And what we're saying, sorry, G said even Stevie and Carragher said it was a mistake getting rid of Xabi. Well, yeah, it was a mistake in hindsight. But he was shit for 18 months. He was absolutely shit for 18. All of the issues that we've got today with McAllister, where everyone's saying, oh, drop McAllister. It was like that with Xabi Alonso for 18 months. For 18 months, Xabi Alonso was shocking. And that's one of the reasons why Gareth Barry was being sought as a replacement, because Alonso, I don't know if he was carrying an injury, I don't know what happened, but he had 2 years where he was unbelievable, 18 months where he was average/crap, and then he had an unbelievable final season. Gee, this boy has minus ball knowledge. I can only assume you've got minus IQ, sunshine. Talking like that. MC says Palace have been dreadful second half. United have been by far the better team second half. They're here again. Mount. Corner ball. Right, what we saying? Sorry, in the chat. It's definitely not 4-2-3-1, says Callum. Red Rebellion. I highly doubt we're going to see Kirkus as a full-on attacking fullback yet. Virgil has shown he doesn't have the pace anymore. Look at the 4th goal we conceded versus PSV. He was in no man's land. I feel like that's harsh. I don't think it's anything to do with Virgil van Dijk, but to each their own. Nathan, he had his best season with us before he left. It was terrible to sell him. Nathan, I said that. Xabi Alonso did have an unbelievable best season ever with us in his final year. But for 18 months before that, he was dreadful. He was shocking. And that is why Rafa Benitez sought to bring in Gareth Barry. That's what it happened. That's what happened. In the end, Xabi Alonso stayed. Barry didn't come. And we sold Alonso. Gee, you said he was terrible for the last 18 months. No, again, I'll clarify it. I mean, you can go to YouTube and watch this back and you'll be able to see that you got it wrong. But what I said was, he was unbelievable for 2 years. He then had a crap 18 months. And then he had a great last season. Go and check it back on YouTube. You'll show that you got it wrong. I'll wait for your apology. It's no problem. Red Rebellion says, what is that going to help? What is what going to help? Callum says, push Van Dijk to right centre-back. Why would you push Van Dijk to right centre-back? The Scrum Down says, Gareth Barry is a better player than Alonso. Oh, here we go. James is on the wind-up. Bryn says, Barry was a class player. He was brilliant. Yeah, he was absolutely class, Gareth Barry. He was brilliant for Everton, and he basically his career was nearly over by the time he went to Everton, but a bit like, kind of like Garner Gay, I guess. He had a bit of a renaissance, didn't he? Nathan says, I remember getting linked with Silva and Villa too. David Villa. Then our owners didn't do anything. Sad times. We got linked with loads of Valencia players. As soon as Benitez came in, we got linked with Baraka and Mister and Vicente was another one. Remember Vicente? What a winger he was. Vicente, Mister, Baraka. Everyone wanted Aymar, obviously, as well. Aymar and Ayala. They were the two jewels in the crown in the Valencia side. Chris Slater, Barry was a player you could rely on. Very true. Yeah, he was a solid 7, 8 out of 10 every week, wasn't he, Gareth Barry? Minimum. And that was the problem with Xabi Alonso for 18 months. When we were targeting Gareth Barry, for 18 months, Xabi Alonso was either like a 10 or a 4, 5. That's basically where it was. Silver Fox, are you happy with the Liverpool team? No. No, I'm not particularly happy with it. I think it's going to create even more pressure for Arne Slot if we don't win. Mitchell and Kamada off, Lerma and Deveni on for Palace. We're into the last 10 minutes maybe at a push. Jordan says, Lerma coming on. We're relying on set pieces then. Well, it's getting very, very direct already for Palace. And Chris Slater says, remember when Man City were linked with Kaka? What a mad time. I remember Man City signing Robinho and he thought he was signing for United. That was funny. Van Dijk to right centre-back. While we're at it, swap Alisson and Verts around. Absolute nonsense talk. Van Dijk is not the issue. Agreed, MC. Absolutely got to agree with that. Nuka Pluto. How's it going, Nuka Pluto? Good to see you. Hello, who do you think is winning the Chelsea and Arsenal game? I'm hoping for a draw, but I think it'll probably be Arsenal. Yeah, I'm hoping for a draw, though. Arsenal are much the better side. Chelsea are nowhere near Arsenal. If Arsenal play to even 80% of their ability, they'll smash Chelsea. They're a much, much better side than Chelsea. The only way Chelsea get anything out of that game is if Arsenal don't turn up. Red Rebellion says, do you see the problem with Kirkes playing as a full-on attacking fullback? I think that's that's his position, isn't it? For Bournemouth, that's where we needed him. That's where we need him to be. That's what we signed him on the basis of, that he's someone who can play quite high. And he is very, very good at his duels. That's another reason we signed him, because 1v1s, he's very, very strong, both defensively and going forward. But yeah, we do need him a bit higher up the pitch. And to do that, I think it's more the problem is in midfield, I don't think it's Van Dijk, mate. I think you're looking at Van Dijk because he's next to Kirkes. I think it's the covering player. I think it's the player on the left-hand side, which is nearly always McAllister or Gravenberch. And if they aren't drifting over to cover Kirkes when he's going forward, it's going to leave a massive gap. Ball in the box, Palace. Munoz just pumps it out to Will Hughes there. That's not a good ball. This is getting a little bit silly now. Sam Savini complimenting us. Are you feeling okay, Key? I have had a bit of a tickly sore throat this week, so maybe. Chris, Chelsea with the confidence of that Barca win could be the difference. Well, yeah, maybe. Maybe it is a form thing. You never know. And Red Rebellion, Virgil will be left for dead, just like he was against PSV for the 4th goal. I know, but that's not a good... That's not a reasonable way of looking at Virgil van Dijk on the 4th goal against PSV. That's not his normal position. That was a team that was already beaten, and maybe we were pushing up a little bit higher than we normally would have done. So, like I said, that's not a normal Liverpool situation. That's us. The game's gone. We're in the final minute of the game. Liverpool are pushing very high. Van Dijk's left, exposed, because there's not really anyone back there with him. So, yeah, I feel like you may be giving Van Dijk a bit too much stick there. Maybe I'm giving him too much protection. I would disagree. You obviously think otherwise, but no, I don't think Van Dijk's the problem at the back. MC says this is a disaster. It's actually a great result for Man United. It is, isn't it? Yeah, I've got to give United credit because, do you know what? I don't like giving United credit, but it is a really good result, and it's also a very good performance. Second half, first half, it's shocking United. They were terrible. Palace were much the better side, but they didn't kill the game. And again, we're looking back to that Eddie Nketiah chance. Eddie Nketiah racing through, one-on-one with Lamens, misses a sitter. Mateta, one-on-one with Lamens, misses a sitter. Palace will look back on this and think we had enough chances to win the game in the first half. They should have been 3-0 up. This could have been like Newcastle against Everton last night. The game should have been done by half-time. Oh, that's a foul and a free kick, ref. That's a free kick and a yellow card. What are you doing, ref? What are you doing? Oh, this ref. This ref. They're absolutely toothless in front of goal, Palace, says Jimmy. And what is a brew? So happy to see Curtis away from our squad. Can't stand the bloke. Why? What's up with Curtis Jones? Here's Will Hughes. How many added minutes are we going to get in this one? Hopefully there's a few. Oh, shocking. Oh, fucking hell, Uche, what's going on? Sam Savini, Van Dijk is a Prem great and still would walk into most teams. He's the best centre-back in the world for me, even now, even still. How many minutes added on? How many minutes are we going to get here? Poor that from Uche. 4 minutes of added on time. Kobe Mainu and Dorgu about to come on for United. And Waterbrew says, I seem to be the only fan who dislikes him. I don't dislike Curtis Jones. I think he's alright. Will says, the United strand may be relieved. 4 more wins, then his hair is off. I still don't think they're going to get 4 more. I think he's still going to be waiting a few more years for that. Yeah, here we go. Lerma with a long throw into the box. Come on, Palace. Let's pinch it late on here. Strike. Oh, why aren't you talking? Purdy are getting in each other's way there. Come on, Palace. Oh, it's going to be out for a goal. Oh, throw into United. Come on. Come on. Jimmy P comedy. I feel the Premier League will ruin my weekend again. It's looking like it, isn't it? Sammy, Palace have had enough chances. They played bad. Yeah, player of the match is Bruno Fernandes based off his 2 assists. But honestly, I'd be giving it to probably to Mason Mount. I think for that free kick, it's Mason Mount's. I think he's been the better player for United today. And maybe he's done enough to earn himself a start in the next couple of games. Water Brew says, have you seen that the Libertadores final is on BBC later? I haven't, no. What time's it on? I could be tempted to do a 4th game there. Oh, foul from Lerma, shocking. Yellow card for Jefferson Lerma as well, and United have got 90 seconds to hold on here, and I think that might be that. 9 p.m. Yeah, 9 p.m. might be a touch late for me. Might be past my bedtime. Jimmy, everyone thought Mason was washed, but he seems to be making a bit of a comeback. I mean, I wouldn't go so far as to say a comeback, but he's done all right. I don't want to underplay it, but I also don't want to overplay it. I think he's had a good game today. He would have been my man of the match, Mason Mount. I think he's played well. I'm gutted because I thought Palace were much the better side and they should have been 3-0 up in the first half minimum. But United have whatever Amorim has said at half-time and how they've changed it, got to give them credit. It's a big away win, that. Big away win at Selhurst Park. A tough place to go. We found that out earlier this season. Palace are a really good side, but it's back-to-back defeats for Palace. Will Hughes. Ethan, what match are you doing next, Key? Go and have a look on YouTube, mate. You'll see there's a schedule up there. So I've got Liverpool, West Ham straight after this one. And I have got Chelsea, Arsenal immediately after that. So I'll be doing both of those. Here's Will Hughes. Come on, hit it. Free kick, must be. Free kick to Palace, right on the edge of the box. Sammy says, Salah not starting. No, Salah's been dropped. And Jimmy, we are going to be mud brothers with them today, Key. We're not. We're not, Jimmy. We're going to win. I'm telling you, we're going to win. It's happening. It is happening. I'm telling you. What a Brew says, snuggled up in bed with the missus watching I'm a Celeb over the footy games. Gone, Key. Me? I'm not watching I'm a Celeb. You must be joking me. You must be joking. No chance. Certainly won't be watching I'm a Celeb. Jordan, Elise scored the last time we had a free kick here. Last minute. Well, it's Devaney over it. Mason Mount's lying on the floor to make sure it doesn't go under the wall. Could we have a late winner here? Come on, Palace. Let's have a late winner. Let's have a late winner. Devaney, left-footed, free kick. It's about in the most ideal position you would want it as a free kick taker. Just to the left of centre. Come on. Get this on target. It's 2-2. Oh, yeah. Straight into the wall. Cleared away. And that's probably full-time, ref. It's probably full-time, ref. It is full-time. Oh, United win it. It's a good win as well. I've got to give them credit. It's a big, big win. Right, I am going to be back in 2 minutes. Stick with me. Make sure you've followed up here. Make sure you've subscribed on YouTube. I'm going to be back in 2 minutes for Liverpool against West Ham. Come on, Liverpool. We need to win this one. It's a massive, massive game. Make sure you get over to YouTube and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Literally 2 minutes for Liverpool West Ham.